We welcome you to Victor Napolitano Field for the first matchup since 2019 between the Pennsbury Falcons and the Holy Ghost Firebirds. This is the Pennsbury Athletics Network, brought to you by Chick-fil-A on Oxford Valley Road, Jammer Doors, Jones Engineering Associates, the Lower Bucks Hospital, Manor Care Health Services of Yardley, Pennsylvania, My Smile Orthodontist, the Newtown Dentistry for Kids, Retro Fitness, the ShopRite of Yardley, and the U.S. Navy. Ben Goldstein alongside Cal Toter. Mr. Stein is behind the computer at a windy Pennsbury High School. And Cal, a rivalry is being renewed here at Pennsbury, between Pennsbury and Holy Ghost. First matchup since 2019, and It's good to be back with these two teams.
Yeah, this will be a good game. You know, Ghost won their league last year they won 4. Wins a little crazy here, but you know, Ghost won their league last year. You know, they have a good team. You know, 4-4 this year. Pennsbury is just looking to come in and hopefully get a win with this wind. But you know, Pennsbury's looking good this year, looking to keep rolling. This is their first game in a few days, so and it's against a good team. So we'll see how this game plays today, and it'll for sure be a good one.
Yeah, Falcons coming into this game 6-2, 4-2 in the SOL, which is good for third in the Patriot. Holy Ghost Prep 4-4. They lost 3 of those games down in Florida earlier this season, where they started their season, and have only lost 1 since they beat both Council Rock North and the Chamonix. So 2 teams that, of course, Pennsbury can correspond with. And Cal mentioned it a few times. It is extremely windy here at the Vic today. It's also Bark at the Park Day, so a lot of things going on. So you're going to hear some barks. The wind is going to take over, so bear with us. I have, let's go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have about 18 rocks on my papers. We got water bottles, we got a Liberty Bell, we got a home plate, a domino. We got a lot of things covering my papers right now so they don't fly away, and they still will. So bear with us today as we struggle through the wind with all of you. Yeah, Bark for Park Night. You're going to hear the barks. There's a ton of dogs over to our right. And, yeah, Paul's Abilities PA is a 501c3 nonprofit no-kill dog rescue organization dedicated to rescuing homeless dogs throughout Pennsylvania. They focus on dogs at risk of euthanasia, those surrendered by owners, and those in danger of abuse or neglect. They're going to be here today with some adoptable dogs, so if you plan on making your way out to the Vic and you're looking to bring a pooch home, you definitely can. We got a lot of dogs like here. We got a dog of Coach Pacey. We got Champ here. He's in his own jersey, so that's pretty cool. Along the honorary captain today from Alpha Bravo Cannon, a.k.a. ABC, are Jennifer and her dog Striker. ABC's mission is to raise, train, and to donate trained service dogs to U.S. military veterans suffering from PTSD, TBI, and other combat-related disabilities. ABC is located in Bucks County, PA. They train in New Hope, Yardley, Newtown, and surrounding Bucks County areas. So a great cause here on Bark for Park Night. And let's go into this matchup a little bit, Cal. Keller Bradley on the mound for the Falcons. First time we've seen him in a little bit of a while. Had a little bit of an injury going on. He's back today, and we talked to Pacey before the game, and they're going to ride him out as long as possible. Now, this game, it's obviously not a league game for Pennsbury. Doesn't exactly matter for them. Of course, you want to win every game. Holy Ghost, every game matters for them. Independent schedule. This one for Pennsbury, not the biggest in the world, but you got Bradley on the mound. Going to ride him as long as possible. It obviously means something.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's good to see Keller back on the mound. He's had an elbow injury. He's been out for a good week, but good to see him, and this will be a great matchup today.
Yeah, Bradley did not pitch in the last 3-game series that the Falcons had, which was a series win over Council Rock South, which is the best team on paper in the SOL Patriot Division. Of course, we've seen the Chamonix at number 1 right now as both teams lining up, getting ready for the national anthem. As some sort of delay. And
Falcons fans, welcome to today's special Bark in the Park game. Our honorary captains for today from Alpha Bravo Canine are Jennifer and her dog Striker.
There's Jennifer and Striker from Alpha Bravo Cannon out on the field. next to Bat Boy Mac Pacey and the umpires today
Combat-related
as
disability.
they line up as we get ready for the national anthem. And here is the star. Quick applause.
Please remain standing
And here is the Star-Spangled Banner here at Victor Napolitano Field as Skylar the dog takes a seat. Pennsbury Falcons, Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds here at the Vic. First matchup between these two teams since 2019, and you look back into 2017 at Trenton Thunder Ballpark, at the time Arm & Hammer Park. The Falcons threw a no-hitter against Holy Ghost, looking for some more of that here today. Pennsbury, so there's been a whole thing of Pennsbury dodging Holy Ghost for the last few years. Holy Ghost won the state 4A state champs in 2024, come into this year reigning state champs, and as the Falcons take the field. And finally, these two teams are back meeting up again, and it was a whole thing Pennsbury's dodging them at the first pitch event back earlier this year. We asked Coach Pacey about it, and he just kind of said that just hasn't fit into their schedule. And here now with the 3-game series, Pennsbury's had a whole week off here this week leading into spring break.
Number 20, Keller Bradley.
So now here they are taking on Holy Ghost Prep. Starting lineup for Holy Ghost, started leading off shortstop Jake Keyser, batting second Eddie Rosado, the center fielder, batting third left fielder Tyler Burkhotter, batting fourth catcher KJ Freeband. Hitting fifth is the designated hitter Matt Baker, batting sixth third baseman Colin Davis, batting seventh, Jonathan Pasovic, the second baseman. Batting eighth is Carl Hussey, the first baseman, and batting ninth is Matt Evans, the right fielder. They're going against Keller Bradley, who committed to Vanderbilt over the offseason. Now, here early this season's been sitting upper 90s on his fastball. Of course, the great breaking stuff, and we got a great angle here behind the plate to really see the movement on his pitches and what he will be able to do here today against Holy Ghost.
Yeah, well, he's been pitching great all season. Unfortunately ran into an injury last week, but he's got to keep hunting the zone, throwing that fastball well, and he's got to make sure he keeps the breaking ball down and is able to hit the edges and get some guys swinging. So,
well, here comes Jake Keyser up to the plate as we are ready to go here from the Vic. 59 degrees. Feels like 47 here at the Vic. Starting a little bit early, 3:56 as we are slated for first pitch.
Early start here.
Yeah, no, you can't complain about a little early start. Nothing ever wrong with it.
Definitely a windy start, but
Ben Goldstein, Cal Toter, Mr. Stymus behind the computer making it happen. As we are ready to go, we got barks from Holy Ghost, we got barks from the Dogs, and first pitch is fouled over towards the softball field. And we're underway. We got JV and varsity softball going on behind us. Busy day here at Pennsbury. We got games going on across the street. We got lacrosse, volleyball, a lot of going on. Bradley's 0-1 is in there for a strike. 0-2.
Yeah, good pitch there by Bradley, able to put it on the black and get that for a strike.
Wind blowing in and towards left field. Bradley's 0-2 outside.
Got to keep that fastball down in the zone.
Bradley has the sign, is ready. Here is his 1-2 pitch, and it hits him. Breaking ball got away from Bradley there and found Keyser in the back.
Yeah, that's a first breaking ball pitch of the game for Bradley there, and just didn't get a good grip on it. Didn't get the right spin on it. Got him right in the back. That's a tough one to take on a day like this.
Yeah, but not a warm day. He's gonna feel it back there. Keyser kind of looking down Bradley a little bit after he got hit.
Lucky it was only a curveball. That was a fastball. That brutal.
Here's Rosado now up to the box. Here's the pitch. It's low and inside. Yeah, Bradley had his first batter 0-2. Couldn't find the zone after that. Hit the batter and now faces a little bit of trouble in the base pass here early. 1 ball, no strikes. Bradley throws over to first. Keyser late to react to it, but got back over.
Good move there by Keller. Good, he got a good quick move over to the first. Almost caught him off guard, but
1-0. Just on the outside corner for strike 1. First appearance for Bradley in a little over a week. Here's the pitch. Is fouled to the left. Runner was going at first base. And it's 1-2. Keyser was off and running. Rosado liked it, fouled it away. Over towards the parking lot.
Looked like that was a little hit and run there. Maybe a little hit and run action.
Here's Bradley's 1-2 pitch. Grounded right through the hole in second and gets into right field. Keyser advances from first to third on the base hit.
Yeah, he was going again on that pitch, and that was just a pitch low and inside in the zone. He was just able to get to it, and with the second baseman covering second for the steal, no one could get to that one.
Yeah, perfectly placed hit from Rosado. Here's Burkhardt now to the plate.
Just like that, first and third, no outs. Holy Ghost already getting something going.
Burkhardt hitting in the 3 spot for this Holy Ghost lineup. The first pitch is bounced over to third. Sognus up with it, throws the second to 1, and that is all they'll get. 5-6 on the putout, or excuse me, 5-4 on the putout. And there's one away here in the first.
Yeah, really good play there to keep by Sognus to keep the runner from going home and getting the out at second.
KJ Freebrand now, the catcher, coming up to the plate. Sognus came up with it, held for a second, looked back at third, and made the play over at second. Runners remain on the corners now. Runners going. Throw over is in time. Wow. Hirsch's throw was a little high, but Crane went up and got him, and Holy Ghost arguing Rosado's safe, but they're not going to win that. It's just caught stealing for Dylan Hirsch.
Joe Bowler strike on that one. Bowler strike.
Ball. "1-0 is in there for a strike on the swing. I think we just had a foul softball come rolling into our booth. We did. Mr. Simon's lucky didn't lose his head right there. Time is called by the batter. Yeah, I don't know where that. I looked over. I saw a softball on the ground. I was like, where?
I heard something, and then I saw like out of the corner of my eye, I saw like a yellow thing, and I was like,
crazy.
is that a softball? Yeah, good thing it didn't hit Mr. Steinmetz. That would not have been good.
1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch is outside. Delivery home from Bradley, swung on and missed. For strike 3. Bradley gets the strikeout to end the inning. And a little bit of trouble early, but the Falcons escape it.
Yeah, really good job there by Keller to be able to get the swing and strikeout on a nice breaking ball there, down and away. Got the guy swinging, and Pennsbury looking to do some damage here. And Keller also did a really good job there of being able to get out the inning. You know, he had first and third, no outs, and able to get a ground out, able to get the guy at second, and then another ground out and then a strikeout. So Keller looked good there, only 13 pitches, and
after the early hit by pitch, gave up the single, and then got the caught stealing, and Bradley was able to settle in from there. Got the ground out, caught stealing, and then the strikeout to end the inning. As on the mound for Holy Ghost is Bam McNabb. Right-hander. For the Falcons, their lineup looking pretty similar to what we've seen throughout the season. Evan Hawks in center leading off, Ryan Weber batting second. He's the shortstop. Batting third, catcher Dylan Hirsch. Brendan Zuckerman, designated hitter, bats fourth. Carlton Crane, second baseman, batting fifth. Owen Hawks, first baseman, bats sixth. Number 7, Ben Seidler, hitting seventh. Pierce Perry hitting eighth, the right fielder, and batting ninth is the third baseman, Michael Sockness. And this Falcon lineup has had some success. Kind of slugged against Council Rock South in that first game. Didn't score a single run against South in the second game, but bounced back in a big way. Won game 3 of that series. I believe it was 4-0 at Council Rock South. So some inconsistency from this lineup, but they are looking to do some damage here against Ghost today.
Yeah, and this will be a good test for them. You know, not a non-league game, but it'll be good practice, good exhibition against a good Holy Ghost team and a good pitcher here. And we'll see what they can do. Looking to get some runs early and get on the board for Keller so he can just cruise along, you know?
Yeah, got to get that run support for your best guys, and it's something a baseball team that plays in Philadelphia doesn't do very well.
Oh, yeah. That's a rough one. Hey, what are you gonna do, though?
What are you going to do? All right. Final warm-up pitches here for McNabb. Spelled McNabb, so not like Donovan. Subtracting a B off the end.
Yeah.
All right, the Pennsbury Athletic Department would like to thank our sponsors for their continued support. The Chick-fil-A on Oxford Valley Road, Jammer Doors, Jones Engineering Associates, Lower Bucks Hospital, Manor Care Health Services of Yardley, Pennsylvania, My Smile Orthodontist, Newtown Dentistry for Kids, Retro Fitness, the ShopRite of Yardley, and the U.S. Navy. As final warm-up pitch there for McNabb.
The dogs are definitely out today.
They sure are. Wind right now is 20 miles an hour with 41-mile-per-hour gusts, and that's really going to be a problem if the ball gets in the air for these outfielders.
Yep.
Trying to keep up with it because this ball does fly here at the Vic when caught in some wind.
Yeah, we haven't seen a home run from Pennsbury all season yet, but we'll see what can happen today with this wind.
Yeah, I don't know if today's the day. Wind's kind of blowing right in.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. All right, here's Evan Hawks leading off for the Falcons. Senior center fielder against Bam McNabb. The first pitch is outside. Oh, they called a strike. Excuse me. For ball one, just on the corner of the plate.
Just on the black. Good pitch there.
1-0-1, no question about that one. It skips back to the backstop. And Mac Pacey gets to it. The bat boy with some speed.
Good hustle there.
Yeah, Mac Pacey always hustling.
Always hustling. How long has he been the bat boy? It's been a while.
It has been a while. This is the last ride.
Really?
For Mac Pacey, going to be playing middle school baseball next year. That one's another one outside, and Mac Pacey's got to hustle once more. There you go.
Ooh, almost slipped there.
Back-to-back pass balls.
Yeah, nice 2-1 count here for Evan.
Two-one. Lined right to Davis. He can't come up with it, and Hawks will get there. Ball gets by Hassey. And Hawks stays at first.
Yeah.
Could have had a chance to get the second, but held it first. Yeah, that ball was lined right to Davis. That should go down as a hit for Evan Hawks.
Yeah, he smoked that ball. It looks like it's hurting the third baseman there a little bit.
Yeah, he's kind of holding his hand a little bit. Colin Davis over there. Can't feel good. It's a cool day. I'm sure they hit him right in the palm, too. Went right through his glove. Kind of like a little hole in his glove. Here's Army commit Ryan Weber. He bounces this one to Davis, who comes up with it. The 2-1 over to first. And it's a low throw to Hassey. And Weber is safe at first.
Yeah, Weber got a little lucky there. Dropped ball by the first baseman. It was a little far. It's a little tough. That's a tough play. But good hustle there by Weber to be able to get on base and, get a base runner here and see what Dylan can do.
Fielder's choice for Ryan Weber. Here's Bloomsburg commit Dylan Hirsch. Hirsch takes that one high for ball one. Hirsch had a rough start to the season. Took him a little bit to get his first hit, but got on the board against Council Rock South.
Yeah,
settling in nicely here through the midway part of this season.
Yeah, getting your first hit's a big thing in the season. It can really get you going. And glad he was able to get it, and we'll see what he can do today.
Yeah, it's a monkey. You got to get off your back sometimes. It looms with you, but Hirsch was able to get it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Dives out for it. Davis up with it, throws to first, and he'll get Dylan Hirsch.
Yeah, it looks like a hit and run was on there. I'd say it was, a little bit confusion there from Pennsbury, but Weber able to get to second and Hirsch out at first, but let's see if they can do any damage with 2 outs.
Here's sophomore Brendan Zuckerman here up with 2 outs, runner on second. Swings and misses, it's strike 1. Nice crowd coming along here at Victor Napolitano Field on this Tuesday afternoon. Zuckerman takes ball 1. Pennsbury in their classic all-white home uniforms. Holy Ghost rocking some powder blue today. Thought we wore powder blues on Thursdays.
Yeah. I was about to say, I don't think it's Thursday, but hey, I mean.
McNabb's 1-1 is outside.
McNabb has been outside all day. He looks like he's pulling a little bit. If he can just figure out how to stay down the middle and, able to get some pitches in the zone, that would be good for Holy Ghost.
2-1. Low. Zuckerman's got himself a hitter's count and stole the words out of your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah,
Great minds think alike.
Yeah. Should have the green light here. Drive in Weber at second.
And Weber caught on the base pass, and he's stuck in a pickle. Oh, and the ball gets by at second base, and Weber will stay at second as the ball goes into right field. Weber was caught going, and McNabb saw it, threw it over to third, and Weber caught a little bit of rundown, but slides into second safely. That was kind of bizarre.
Yeah. Yeah. I see what Weber's trying to do there. With 2 outs, just trying to get to third to try and score that run.
He's not being held on now. He is.
Yeah, he was getting a huge lead over there. This whole at bat, he's been getting a big lead. And
Zuckerman takes ball 4 high. So here's Carlton Crane now, the junior second baseman. With runners on first and second and 2 outs.
Yeah, still looking to try and get a hit here to drive in Ryan to get the first run on the board.
Crane takes strike 1.
A good pitch there by McNabb, able to get a good strike early in the count.
One is flown into left center field. Rosado gets all the way over there and gets the out. Rosado covering a lot of ground there in center field to record out number 3.
Yeah, that looked like the wind was going to take that one even further, but the wind blowing right to left, and that ball was carrying, and it was moving, but Rosado able to track it down and make the catch.
No runs, 1 hit, 2 left on for the Falcons in their bottom of the first. We'll head to the top of the second. You are watching the Pennsbury Athletics Network. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Top of the second, no score here at Victor Politano Field. And designated hitter Matt Baker coming up for the first time for the Firebirds. No score. As Keller Bradley back to work after his 13-pitch first inning.
Here we go.
First pitch to Baker is just in there for a strike.
Yeah, really good pitch there by Keller, able to get that one to, go right across the plate and for a good first called strike.
Bradley's 0-1 is swung on and missed.
Went back with the same thing and got him swinging, and now you got him in an 0-2 count. Attack.
No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is in there, strike 3. Second straight strikeout for Keller Bradley. This one looking.
Yeah, he just blew it right by him there. Straight gas. And that was a really good, right down the middle, actually. And, you see 2 straight sliders, curveballs, and you see that. It's pretty tough
2 breaking balls and then a high 95-plus mile-per-hour fastball. It's not easy to hit. As here is the third baseman, Colin Davis. He fouls this one over towards the Dogs.
Dogs have a souvenir over there.
Bradley's been starting a lot of at-bats here. 0-1, jumping out in front of these batters early. It's having some success as there's ball 1. Spiked that one.
Yeah, getting into those 0-1 counts early it's going to give you a lot of success, especially in high school. You know, just getting up early in the count is very important, and he's been doing a good job of that so far. Hopefully he can keep doing it.
1-1 pitch. Wicked breaking ball for strike 2.
Really good pitch there.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Bradley looking for his 3rd straight K. He got free banded to end the first and got Baker to start the second. Here's his 1-2, and it's outside. Hurst tried to frame it, but didn't get the umpire to bite.
Nope. Yeah, a little outside on that one. Could have gone either way.
Two from Bradley. Fouled behind us. Davis will stay alive. Davis took that. He got a lot of work in that first inning. Had the 1 hit that went by him off of Hawks. Had the back-to-back fielder's choice as he swings at strike 3. 3rd straight strikeout for Keller Bradley.
Yeah, Keller's doing a really, really good job of being able to mix it up, and he's been able to throw that fastball for a strike, throw the breaking ball for a strike, and he's just looking pretty good so far. He's just got to keep it going and keep attacking the strike zone.
There's Jonathan Posovac now. Takes strike 1, which Holy Ghost seemingly disliked. Ball was a bit low, but we're not here to criticize the umpiring.
Hey, I mean, that's another strike for us. So, and another 0-1 count for Keller.
It's 0-1 on the scoreboard is what I'm looking at. Here's the pitch. Line to second, right to Carlton Crane for the 3rd out of the inning.
Yeah, Keller did a really good job there, able to make a quick inning in only 9 pitches, you know, able to get 2 good strikeouts and then able to get a line out there and, you know, just making really good pitches, throwing it well inside, throwing it well outside, throwing it well over the plate, and, you know, just got to keep it going. And let's see if the bats can get hot for Pennsbury here in this 2nd inning.
11 pitch, 1-2-3 inning for Keller Bradley. Good bounce back from his last inning, and Falcons offense will look to bounce back off it as well. The Pennsbury Athletic Department would like to thank the following sponsors for their continued support: the Chick-fil-A on Oxford Valley Road, Jammer Doors, Jones Engineering Associates, the Lower Bucks Hospital, Manor Care Health Services of Yardley, Pennsylvania, My Smile Orthodontist, Newtown Dentistry for Kids, Retro Fitness, ShopRite of Yardley, and the U.S. Navy. Well, the Falcons left 2 on in the last inning. Looking to bounce back off of that here against McNabb.
Yeah, definitely. And being able to get that first run home behind Keller is going to be huge. And you know, you got the middle of the order here coming up, and just looking to get some runs here, and that would be really good for Keller and bring his confidence up, and just keep doing what he's doing. But the bat's got to get hot first.
Going into the 2nd inning, no score here from the Vic. We got softball going on behind us. We got lacrosse going down at the stadium. We got, I think they're getting everything in today.
Track,
because,
I think.
Yeah, we got some track going on, but they're getting everything in today. Spring break beginning tomorrow, so make sure you follow Pennsbury Athletics on all social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, to keep up with all of Pennsbury's sports, and subscribe to this YouTube channel as well. Here's Owen Hawks now, the first baseman, in his first at-bat. Sophomore Hawks saw him on the basketball court. Now over here, this is his sport. He's a baseball player first.
Still a really good basketball player, just a great athlete all around.
Pitch, swung on and missed at the inside pitch.
Yeah, good pitch there by McNabb. That one breaking in on the hitter, but you know, the movement on that one looked like it was just going to go right over the plate, just broke inside, and just a really good pitch there.
0-1 from McNabb, spiked it.
That could get him some good hustle. He's always hustling.
Yeah, that guy doesn't mess around.
No, not at all. They're gonna miss him next year.
I don't know who we're gonna get.
Yeah.
Maybe they're training Champ.
That's
their
what I was
dog.
about to say. You know, maybe you got to get Champ over there. Get him.
He doesn't look like he's too interested right now. Hawk swings and misses at the slider.
Like, the more games he comes to, the more interested he'll be in.
Maybe. One ball, 2 strikes to Owen Hawks. Here's the pitch. Wicked movement for strike 3.
Yeah, that was dirty. You know, looked like a curveball, probably a slider on the outside corner that just broke outside. And it was just a really, really good pitch there to get Owen looking. Let's see what Seiler can do here.
Here's Ben Seiler now. The first pitch tipped into the glove. A free band for strike 1.
Pennsbury being aggressive here, swinging at a lot of first pitches. You know, looking to get some contact early in the count.
0-1 in there for strike 2. Right there from McNabb. Oh, 2 outside. They got away from him.
Yeah, just a little outside.
One, 2 from McNabb is lined into right
Smoked.
field for a base hit. Seiler rounding first, and he's going to hold at first base with a single.
Man, that one was smoked by Seiler, able to get a pitch down and line it into right field for a single. Let's see if this can get Pennsbury started. 2-out rally.
Yeah, stroked into right field. Get a nice base hit for Seiler, and here is the sophomore Pierce Perry. Back-to-back left-handed hitters for the Falcons. Here's the pitch. Perry pokes it over towards the parking lot.
Didn't get a car. I think Pierce started last game against.
Yeah, he did start that last game against Central South on the mound. Threw a shutout. Pickoff attempt. Yeah, Perry has started some games for the Falcons on the mound here early in the season. He's done a very good job. Had a great performance against Contract North. Threw a shutout against South. 0-1 is just a tad high.
Yeah, Pierce being a lefty, it's a good switch up from having Keller and then Mason Keith and going to Pierce. It's a good switch up, especially when you're in a 3-game series against the same team.
You got to throw some different arm angles at them.
Yeah.
Low.
Let's see if he can help out his pitcher here.
Two 2-1. Runner goes right back to McNabb. Throw to second and 1, and Seiler slid right into Kieser at second base. And they're not going to call interference as of now. The out at second is confirmed. The runner at first is safe. Yeah, hard-nosed slide from Seiler right into Kieser.
It looked like Kieser was in the base path trying to make the throw to first there, and Seiler,
And nowhere to go.
Yeah, he's just trying to slide into second, you know, and there's nothing he can do there. He's just got to do his thing, and no interference, and
we play on.
2 outs. We play on, as Ben said. That is some nasty wind.
Yeah, wind's coming back. Here's Michael Sagnas. So go down as a fielder's choice. And strike 1.
Little high.
Oh, 1 to Sagnas. High. McNabb looks over to first. Pitch. Grounded to shortstop. Keyser up with it. He'll flip it to second for the third out of the inning.
Yeah, it looked like Sognus got on top of that one a little bit and just unable to put that one up the middle. It looked like it was going up the middle. The shortstop made a good play on it, able to flip to second and get the third out.
Yeah, Jake Keyser able to get over there, and it's a scoreless inning for the Falcons. One hit, one man left on in the second inning. We are going to the third here at the Vic. No score. You were listening to the Pennsbury Athletics Network. Bark at the Park Day here at Pennsbury High School, the Vic. We're on a windy day. We're thanking Paul's Abilities and Alpha Bravo Canine for making this happen. We got adoptable dogs here to our right, so if you're stopping by the Vic and looking for a new doggo, today's your day. Also, they got some bandanas they're giving away. As here is Carl Hussey, this first at bat is hit deep to left field. Seidler over there towards the pole, and it is foul.
That was definitely a foul ball. That one carried.
Yeah, but he got caught up in the wind, which is blowing out towards left field, and
that's a long strike.
Yeah, Hassey's still standing. Hassey's standing at second base. Now he's coming back. They're going to call that one foul. Holy Ghost really wanted that to be fair. I thought it was pretty foul.
I mean, I thought that was a good few feet foul. I mean, from where we're looking, that definitely looked foul. I mean, I think the umpire's got that one right.
All right, Hussey digs back in after a long strike. Keller Bradley just laughing on the mound as he throws ball one. It's impressive. Seidler almost got there. He had a long way to come, long way to go. The ball kind of hung up in the air for a while.
I feel like if there was no wind, I think that ball might be gone. But I think the wind kind of took that one out.
1-1 in there for strike two. One, two. Deal from Bradley is just low.
Good pitch there by Keller.
Two to Hussey. Fouled off of Hirsch. And he'll walk that one off.
Yeah, that's a stinger. Those hurt. Sometimes those hurt the most, especially on a chilly day like today.
Yeah, Coach Pacey coming out to check in on his catcher.
He's a tough kid. laughing it off.
So Hussey keeps it alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout, third strikeout of the day, or excuse me, 4th strikeout of the day for Keller Bradley. I was going through all the numbers right there.
Yeah. That was gross by Keller, you know. He was a little early looking fastball there and threw him the curve and just not able to get a piece of that one.
Here's Matt Evans, right fielder. Takes a strike on the outside corner.
Great pitch and great frame there by Dylan.
Yeah, Hirsch with an excellent frame on pitch number 31 from the Falcon Ace. Excellent pitch count here through 2 2/3 as he spikes ball 2. Or ball 1, excuse me. One from Bradley, swing and a miss. Nice curveball from Bradley. Hirsch kind of taking a beating back there. That one was wicked. Got caught a piece of Hirsch. Hirsch might have gotten crossed up there maybe. But strike 2 nonetheless.
Yeah. Good pitch there by Keller. Let's see what he'll do here. I think he got an attack.
Hirsch sets up on the outside side of the plate. Here's the 1-2, and it is outside, but just a bit.
Man, that's gas. That's a great pitch there by Keller. Just not able to get the call.
I wish we had a radar gun on us.
I know.
Get the speed of that one. That one came in with some velocity. 2-2, another fastball, and it's swung on and missed for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Keller Bradley. 5 today as the lineup turns back over for Jake Kieser.
Yeah, great pitch. I don't know if that one looked like it might have been an off speed. I don't know. But that was, either way, great pitch there for Keller to be able to get his 5th strikeout of the day in 2 2/3 and see if he can continue it here with the top of the order.
Second time around for Jake Kieser. He was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat, got all the way to 3rd, did not score. As there's ball 1 to him. Kieser was initially down 0-2 in his first at-bat. Took a ball and then got hit. And that curveball that got away from Bradley.
Yep.
1-0. Outside, 2-0.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of this from Keller today. Haven't seen much of him getting behind in these counts. And let's see if he can battle back here. Just got to keep attacking the zone. And keep throwing that fastball for a strike.
2-0 from Bradley. High. 3 balls, no strikes here to Jake Kieser.
Just got to put this one right over the plate.
Rio pitch is outside for ball 4. Walked on 4 straight pitches. And here's Eddie Rosado.
Yeah, that's unusual from Keller. Haven't seen that all day. Walk on 4 pitches, and pitch count's still looking good, but just got to make sure you get this 3rd out here.
It's the first walk issue today from Keller Bradley. And here's Rosado, who singled in his last time up, caught stealing, trying to obtain second base. On a nice tag from Carlton Crane. As a piece of trash rolls by first home play, this one's fouled back.
Keller making a good pitch there, able to get ahead.
Bradley Checks the runner at first.
Another good move there by Keller.
He's got a nice move for a right-hander.
Yeah.
Oh, 1. Bounces in the dirt.
Yeah, really good block there by Dylan, not letting that get by him. And, you know, that's a tough one in the dirt there. And, you know, he's been getting banged up all game.
Yeah, this is a dirty inning for Dylan Hirsch. Got crossed up on the one, got fouled off the other. And
had to block a tough fastball there.
being catcher is not easy.
Not at all.
1-1 is fouled right back to us. Right next to me.
Yeah. I feel like that's the first one that we've seen.
First one right back at us. Last game I was here, I was sitting in your spot, and it hit like right where our mixer is, right in front of me.
Oh.
And I was, I got a little scared.
I would have definitely been a little scared on that one.
1-2 pitch from the Vanderbilt commit is grounded to shortstop. Weber gets there, comes up with it, throws to first for out number 3.
Really, really good play there by Weber, able to move to his right and make the play and get the throw, get the runner in time. And Keller's still looking good on pitch count. And, you know, let's see if Pennsbury can get some runs on the board here to back Keller. You know, you got the top of the order coming up, and just looking to get some runs and, you know, keep getting runners on base.
No runs, no hits. 1 left on in the top of the 3rd for Holy Ghost. We'd like to thank our sponsors again for their continued support. Chick-fil-A on Oxford Valley Road, Jammer Doors, Jones Engineering Associates, the Lower Bucks Hospital, Manor Care Health Services of Yardley, Pennsylvania, My Smile Orthodontist, the Newtown Dentistry for Kids, Retro Fitness, the ShopRite of Yardley, and the U.S. Navy. It's Bam McNabb coming back out here for the 3rd inning. He's sitting at 30 pitches. So we'll step aside and we'll be right back on the Pennsbury Athletics Network. Evan Hawks leading off here in the 3rd inning. No score here from Vic Napolitano Field.
The Vic.
First pitch is outside for ball 1. Falcons 6-2, 4-2 in the SOL. 3rd place in the picture. This game does not count towards their SOL record, as there's one for strike 1.
That's tough pitch there for Evan. That one looked a little high and outside, but hey.
1 ball, 1 strike. That one outside. Meanwhile, for Holy Ghost, they play an independent schedule, so all of their games count. This one counts for them, but this one doesn't count for Pennsbury. Holy Ghost actually playing for something. Pennsbury playing for pride.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, you want to win every game.
Yeah.
That one outside and low. Yeah, Holy Ghost, all of their games count. So every game is important. Of course, every game is important for Pennsbury. You want to rack up as many wins as possible, but not for their SOL Patriot Division hopes. That one's hit well to second base and past the second baseman Posiak for a base hit. Second hit of the day for Evan Hawks. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles.
Yeah, that ball was smoked there by Evan. Absolutely smoked through the middle of the infield, and nothing you can do about it when you're the second baseman. And good base runner on there for the Falcons early in this half inning.
Weber grounded into a fielder's choice his last time up. And he'll take ball 1 low.
Yeah, good take by Ryan there on a pitch that was low and inside. On some movement on it.
Ryan Weber already commit. 1-0. Hawks running. Pitch was outside, and Weber will slide in safely. Stolen base for Evan Hawks.
Yeah, he got a great jump. He got a great jump there, able to get in there safely, and throw wasn't really close, and it was dropped by the second baseman, shortstop. Anyway,
Hawks slid into Jonathan Pozovac, who's kind of second baseman, shortstop, taking a beating out there at second base, and he's in a bit of pain. So out comes Coach Greg Orlensky to check in on him. And yeah, there's second baseman and shortstop. It's Pozovac out there, and Keyser for Holy Ghost have been getting stuck in the baseline.
yeah,
Pennsbury just running into them.
you know, most of their infield is taking a beating. Third baseman took that one off the palm. Second baseman slid into, shortstop slid into. Not fun.
All right, 2 balls, no strikes. Here to Ryan Weber. Evan Hawks having a good day so far, 2 for 2 with that stolen base he just got. That's a big lead off of second base, about a third of the way down the baseline as ball 3 is issued to Ryan Weber.
3-0 count for Ryan. You know, we'll see what he does here, but I don't know if the swing sign is on this one. Got a runner on second base.
3-0 is low for ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Ryan Weber, and it'll bring Dylan Hirsch up to the plate.
Yeah, some early base runners here for Pennsbury. This is exactly what you want, especially coming up with Dylan Hirsch coming up here, your 3-hole hitter. You know, just looking to get that first run of the game.
Hirsch grounded into a fielder's choice his last time up, getting out at first base. There's the pitch to him, is on the black for a strike.
That's a tough pitch to hit if you're Dylan. Over the zone and, you know, just moves outside. This wind is really whipping right now.
Yeah, blowing kind of straight in. It's really not helping our cause at all.
No, not helping anybody's cause.
0-1 is outside. Here's
Jesus. Hold on to your hats, everybody.
yeah, that ripped off the tarp on the right side of us, which is to the left of the pitcher, which is holding the backstop, and that's kind of free-formed in the air. Another whip of Gus. Here's a grounder to shortstop. They get the second to 1, and that's all they'll get. It's another fielder's choice for Dylan Hirsch.
And this is not much we can do about this. Mother Nature not nice to us today.
Yeah, so we're gonna we're gonna pause the game to fix the backstop. Behind us.
Oh.
We lost our backstop. Kind of ripped off. The zip tie is not doing very well against 40-mile-per-hour gusts. Yeah, we have this black tarp right behind us in our booth, and it lost the zip tie or something as it's now free flowing.
Yeah.
And we're gonna play on with the half a
Alright.
backstop. Not really a backstop. We're just gonna call it a back.
Yeah. Yeah, this is...
It's covered in black tarp to our right. I hope it's not really picking up in the camera at all. First pitch to Zuckerman as Hirsch is just gonna kind of scattishly sprint over to second base for a stolen base. McNabb steps off. Yeah, the Vic is taking some damage here with this wind this afternoon.
Not the Vic.
0-1 is outside.
Yeah, 2 runners in scoring position here. You got to score them. You got to just put the ball in play. When you put the ball in play, good things happen.
Especially when you got runners second and third. Infield coming in for Holy Ghost.
Very in on the grass.
Everyone's on the grass. Pitch is outside, low in the dirt. 2-1. Yeah, we were good with the wind for a little bit. It's picked back up big time here in this bottom of the third inning.
I don't think it's supposed to rain, right? I don't know.
No black clouds in the sky. Here's the 2-1. Is flown into right field. Evans is there. Loses the hat, and it gets caught up in the wind and falls in front of him. Hawks will score. Weber holds at third, and it's an RBI single for Brendan Zuckerman.
Yeah, really good job there by Zuckerman to reach out and put that one into almost like no man's land out there for the outfielder. That ball probably got blown in a little bit because, this wind that I can barely talk over is blowing in, and the outfielder's hat came off, and that one just died out there and worked out for Pennsbury. And
yeah, Evans lost the hat and the ball to the wind.
Sun must not be good either.
He was camped under it, and then all of a sudden had to come back running in. The throw over to Zuckerman at first base. So the Falcons up 1-0 here in the bottom of the third inning.
This might be the windiest game I've ever...
Yeah, we're calling this the Wind Bowl here.
Yeah.
Holding on to my papers for dear life. Here's the first pitch to Carlton Crane. Is taken for a ball low.
The wind game at the Vic.
Yeah, these tarps not built for this.
No. Here to just block the sun and not built for the wind.
1-0. Call it strike one.
That was a little inside.
Yeah, in and towards the toes, but
Yeah.
I guess it caught the corner. First matchup since 2019 between these two teams. Falcons jump in front early, and Zuckerman is going to run over to second, and nobody was covering. Keyser came running in. It's a stolen base for Zuckerman.
Man, he was moving down that line.
Big man speed from Brendan Zuckerman.
Oh, yeah.
Zuckerman takes his big lead off of second as the infield remains well in. Toes on the grass. And Carlton Crane calls a timeout.
Not even their toes. They're,
Yeah, full feet on the grass.
yeah. This is pretty far in.
You gotta limit those runs.
Those outfielders are pretty far back, though. If you get another blooper like that, that could score a run.
especially with this wind.
Yeah,
Crane lines
there
it
you
down
go.
the right field line. This is going to be extra bases. 1 run scores. Crane's going into second as Zuckerman comes around, and it's an RBI 2-run double for Carlton Crane.
That was absolutely smoked by Carlton there. And, you know, just putting it in down the line, and that's a tough one for the outfielder to get to. And, you know, he came in standing up for a double. That was a little double celebration and puts in 2 more runs for Pennsbury. And just like that, they're up 3-0 in a very good inning here for the Falcons.
3 hits in the inning for the Falcons, resulting in 3 runs. Here's Evan Hawks now, who struck out, or excuse me, Owen Hawks, who struck out his last time up. He floats it into right field. Evans is out there in the wind. He makes the catch. Crane will stick at second. Kind of got stumbled getting back to the bag, called safe.
Yeah, that ball was smoked too, but, I mean, with this wind, there's nothing you can really do about it. It's just going to die.
Ben Seidler got the first hit of the afternoon for the Falcons in his last at-bat. He's back up here in the 3rd. Big inning for the Falcons here. Big inning for the Wind as well. As one in there for a strike, 0-1.
You know, they have the radar for the pitchers and their velocity, but we should get a radar on this wind.
Yeah, I was reading 40-mile-per-hour gusts. And might be
But this is
pick up now.
this is something.
The breeze is picked up a lot. 0-1 is low. It gets away. It's the infield back into the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch from McNabb is outside.
Ben here in a hitter's count, just looking in to drive in that run at second. You know, just looking to get a run here and, you know, give Keller even some more cushion. Already up 3-0, and see what Ben can do here.
2-1 from McNabb. Outside.
Really good take there by Ben. That ball looked like it started over the middle of the plate, and it just finished outside. Great take.
That one, yeah, just missing the home plate umpire has been rewarding that outside strike a lot to this afternoon.
Yeah.
Didn't catch it there, McNabb. That one, other side, inside, and misses.
And
I thought that was ball 4.
I didn't see a strike called there, but I guess so.
Oh, they're calling that a strike?
I guess so.
I think it's a very...
I didn't...
A very...
All right.
Timeout called from Seidler. I don't know what you said. Someone just kicked me in the eye. I don't know
God.
I don't know what that was.
I think it was a relief, but
I don't know. Things are flying all over the place.
we're taking some.
We're taking a beating at the Vic. Here's the 3-2 in the wind. It's grounded through the hole on the left side of the infield. Crane's gonna round second or third. He's gonna come home. The throw. He is safe at the plate.
All right.
Freeman just misses the tag, and it's an RBI for Ben Seidler. He advances to second on the throw.
And it looks like Holy Ghost just got a warning. They've been chirping a little bit, but, you know, going up 4-0 here, and Ben did exactly what he needed to do there. Exactly what he needed to do. And Carlton had a great slide, able to get on the tag. Not the best throw from the left fielder.
It was there. Freeman definitely had a chance with the tag,
Yeah.
but nice slide by Crane to get under it. Here's Pierce Perry. He takes ball 1.
Oh, there goes the hat.
Pozovac just lost his hat at second base.
There
I
it
mean,
goes.
this wind, it'll get you in a lot of it. It'll get the hat.
Yep.
It'll catch the ball. It's
You need some duct tape on your head for
yeah,
these
it is tough.
hats to stay on.
Especially a lot of these guys got the some fluffier hair. It
Yeah.
doesn't really stay on
Yeah.
normally. So here's the 1-0 is outside.
You know what? I should have brought some duct tape for these papers.
That would have been smart.
You know, thinking about it now,
yeah.
thinking about duct tape, that might have been a smart idea, but rocks will have to do.
Look at my 20 rocks I got here.
We might need to get more between innings.
It's hanging on right now. 2-0 is low for 3-0. Big problem with McNabb in this inning is his pitch count has climbed up to 60. He's lost his command here. He's done a ton of balls here in this third inning.
Yeah, he's gone into a lot of 3-ball counts this inning, and obviously as a pitcher that does not help your pitch count, and it leads to 4-run innings. More than that, but it doesn't lead to good innings. And let's see if Pennsbury can get even more here. 3-0 count here for Pierce, just looking to put it in play, and here comes the pitching coach.
Yeah, 30 pitches, 18 of them balls here in this third inning.
That's tough.
For McNabb, as his pitch count has now climbed up to 60. Now comes Holy Ghost pitching coach. No action in their bullpen right now. We might have something going on here in a second.
Now that this tarp is gone behind us. And, if there's a foul ball that comes from softball, we're going to have to watch our heads a little bit.
Yeah, we already almost got hit off from the side. Now from our rear could be an issue.
Looks like there might be a game that might get started soon.
Yeah, but right behind us. That's not going to be good.
No, but they're going to have to hit it far.
It is Little League. That's it. We are kind of a far away in right center field.
Here we go.
All right, back to action here at the Vic. 3-0 count here to Pierce Perry. Pitch number 31 of the inning from McNabb is called a strike.
Looked a little low there, but, McNabb got the call there.
Yeah, this strike zone has kind of been all over the place.
It has. Inside, outside, low, high. As the wind kicks up again. Oh.
Three balls and a strike.
Looks like we got a guy throwing plyos.
There's one grounded to second. Pozovac comes up with it. The scoop is not in time. And it's beaten out by Pierce Perry.
Yeah, really good hustle there down the line, able to be safe. And, again, some more first and third action here for Pennsbury. It seems like this has happened 4 times this inning, 5 times this inning, and just been able to move the runners really well this inning against McNabb, who's getting up there in pitch count in this fourth inning, in this bottom of the third.
Yeah, 33 pitches now in this, or 32, 62 in the game for McNabb, and we do have some bullpen action going out there for Holy Ghost. We're going to update that in a second. First pitch here to Michael Sagnas is thrown low. Sagnas is the 9th batter to come up in this inning, so hopefully my score sheet it's about to get ugly.
Oh.
In this 4-0 ball game. Going down there, it's Matt Riendu for Holy Ghost. Pitch is popped. It's into left field. It's carrying out towards the wall.
Get out.
You can kiss it goodbye.
Wow.
A home run for Michael Sagnas. Caught up in the wind and got out of here. First home run of the year for Sagnas. And the Falcons jump out now. It's a 7-0 lead.
That ball was crushed by Michael Sogness. Absolutely demolished. And, you know, the wind might have taken that one a little bit, but even with no wind, I think that ball gets out. You know, just a good high fastball, and he was just able to really get all of it and put that ball out.
Yeah, off the bat, it looked like that ball was... Off the bat, it looked like he kind of got under it. As we've batted around here, Evan Hawks back up for the second time this inning. Off the bat, it looked like he got under it, but no, sir.
I think that might be Pennsbury's first home run of the
Yeah,
year.
it is first homer of the year for the Falcons, and it comes at a great time. 7-0 is the score. That one skips by Freeband, and it's been a disaster this inning. 7 hits in the inning for the Falcons. It's become a disaster for Holy Ghost Prep and Bam McNabb.
They got 2 pitchers warming up down there.
Oh, a little double barrel action.
Yeah.
Can't catch the other number.
But at some point, you got to think that McNabb is getting close to being done here.
Yeah, I mean, 2 outs here, 68 pitches in these third inning. This could be it. 2-2 is fouled to the left.
Looks like number 13 is the other pitcher down there.
He's the one catching, so he won't be coming in.
I don't know.
Might be Logan Novak, number 24. Ball 3, full count.
Another 3-ball count here for McNabb. He's had a lot of these this inning, and
Up to 70 pitches.
yeah.
40 pitches in the inning.
Evan doing a good job here to work the count and get a quab, as they like to call it.
A quab?
Quality at bat. You know, when I used to play, we used to always say, quab it up. Quality at bat.
3-2 pitch. Chopped to third. Davis has it throw to first. Gets by the first baseman. It's an error on Holy Ghost. And to second gets Evan Hawks.
It looks like in right field, some of the orange.
Oh, now we have damage to the outfield wall.
The Vic is getting beat up.
So I'm gonna give. Who gets the error? We think the third baseman or the first baseman. It was a low throw, a ball that could have been scooped by Hussey.
I feel like it's got to go to the third baseman. That's just he's got to make a good throw there. You know, the shortstop could have had that ball. He took control. He took the ball from the shortstop and tried to make the throw. And hey, they're fixing it.
Yeah, here comes the pit crew coming in to fix the backstop here to our right as we have a pitching change. Into the game to pitch is number 22, Matt Riendu.
Yeah, this is a good pit crew here of about, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys. 6 guys helping out here. You know, I hope they fix the one behind us too. Would be nice, but.
Yeah, so that's going to do it for McNabb. How many walks did he have? 1 walk?
He might have.
Yeah, just the one.
Yeah. Some good hitting by Pennsbury.
He was at 70.
72, I think.
72 pitches. Final line for McNabb: 2 2/3, 7 hits, 7 runs, all earned, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Allowed a homer on 72 pitches. Riendu comes into this game here in what has become a disaster of a third inning for Holy Ghost. So I believe it's 10 runs after 5
Yes.
is the mercy rule.
Is there a 15 after 4?
There could be a 15 after 4.
I don't know if we're gonna get there, but I think 10 after 5 is a pretty universal rule.
Yeah. Yeah, so we got the zip ties out to our right as Riendu warms up to come in looking for the third out in this third inning. Let's look at that. That's what you call efficiency. I mean, this is just good baseball dad stuff to our right. Making things happen, fixing stuff, and got the job done. Look, good as new. And now, if we can have someone come behind us,
please,
and fix this thing.
Doesn't look like it.
That would be greatly. I think this needs to be like nailed into the pole. So that might not be happening. But anyway, it's Ryan Weber up for the second time. He walked his first at bat. He's called up at a fielder's choice, becoming the first out of the inning. Which feels like a while ago.
Yeah.
Hawks at second. Pitch home to Weber is in there for strike 1.
Oh, here we go again.
Oh, 1 to Weber. Low for ball 1. Ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch to Weber. Popped. Foul territory. Hussey over there. It falls into fair territory and he drops it. Hawks comes home and scores from second on the error by Carl Hussey, and from bad to worse.
Yeah, this has just been a brutal inning for the Firebirds. Just brutal inning, and Pennsbury taking advantage of it, taking advantage of the errors, taking advantage of getting the runners on base, getting runners home, and looking good here.
Second error of the inning. It's 8-0 now. That one's outside for ball 1 to Dylan Hirsch. Hirsch was grounded into a fielder's choice, stole second, then came home and scored on the two-run double from Carlton Crane. That one's outside.
How many batters is this inning for the?
This is the 12th batter.
12 batters. Wow.
2-0. Grounded foul to the left side. Nice hands from Coach Pacey.
Great play there by Coach Pacey. Kept his head down.
Yeah, Bark at the Park Day, a lot to bark and cheer about here in this third inning. An 8-run inning, 8 hits, 2 errors from Holy Ghost. You had the 3-run homer, the 2-run double.
Yep.
First homer of the year for Pennsbury. Pitch is low. Weber is going, and he is out. And the inning finally comes to an end. So that was 8 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors in an electric third inning, and Keller Bradley coming out back to work here. Now, as we enter the 4th inning, the Pennsbury Athletic Department would like to thank our sponsors for their continued support. The Chick-fil-A on Oxford Valley Road, Jammer Doors, Jones Engineering Associates, Lower Bucks Hospital, Manor Care Health Services of Yardley, Pennsylvania, My Smile Orthodontist, the Newtown Dentistry for Kids, Retro Fitness, the ShopRite of Yardley, and the U.S. Navy. What an inning for the Pennsbury, and now you got to play some defense.
Yeah. You know, that's a long time for Keller to sit, and you know, you just gotta hope he stayed hot and he was able to stay consistent. But yeah, that was a long inning for him to wait, and let's hope the fielders are warm. Let's just hope everybody's warm and, you know, ready to do battle once again. And you know, Holy Ghost is gonna be looking to strike. They're gonna be looking to come back and look for a lot of first pitch aggressiveness by Holy Ghost on that fastball.
Yeah, we'll see what's up with Bradley here. He sat for a while. Of course, the 8 runs, the pitching change, the damages as we're fixing the outfield wall. As it looks like we may have some bullpen action going on. For the Falcons, running out there is Quinton Schaefer. Getting warm out there. I mean, you know, Bradley sat for a while. It's 8-0. Trying to give your guys some opportunities. Yeah, spoke to Pace before the game. The last non-league game the Falcons had was against Salterton. First game of the year, they had a new pitcher each inning. And they just rotated guys in. First game of the year, not a league game. As we have
delay.
Some sort of maybe a little. I'm not sure. Okay.
I think they're waiting for them to fix the outfield. Can't tell though.
It looks like we're like
here we
changing
go.
the scores. So maybe just checking on who we're assessing the errors to. But anyway, here we go. As that one, up high and tight on Burkhardt and hit him on the shoulder.
That's a fastball. It took right to the shoulder. And I think he swung.
Yeah, I think they may be calling a foul. Yeah, Pacey's going to argue a swing. But they're going to give him the hit by pitch.
It looks like they're talking. The umps are talking. We'll see what they say here.
Yeah, because could have gone around. Definitely got hit by the pitch. No question there.
It looks like he was going around, and he was going to swing at that either way, and I think
or out of just protection, maybe he was checking
true.
and then kind of brought his shoulder up.
That's true.
I mean, you got a 90-something mile-per-hour fastball coming at your head. You got to instant
protect
reaction
yourself.
is to try and save your life.
Yeah. See what the call is here.
Yeah, long conversation.
And they're calling a swing and
strike. Gonna be a swing. So it's strike 1 to Burkhardt, and just the ultimate horrible outcome. I mean, like, you get hit by the pitch, but you swing, and now you got to go back in the at bat. I think the worst one is when you strike out getting hit. That is horrible.
That's one of the worst things you can do as a hitter.
They got to walk a shame back. It's a tough feeling.
Yeah.
So now Burkhardt is going to go back and hit. And Gregor Lenski talking to the umpire about it.
Yeah, because if you're the hitter there and you're going around, you're swinging at that, and then you just get hit on the shoulder by a 95-mile-per-hour pitch, like, you don't want to have to go and take it full another at-bat against that. Like, that's not fun at all.
Yeah, and you want your base, of course. So 0-1.
Yeah.
Here to Burkhardt. 0-1 is bounced. One ball, one strike. That one just catches the corner of the plate, and it's 1-2. Yeah, tough luck here for Holy Ghost all afternoon. The foul ball, the entirety of the third inning.
Yeah.
And that one right there from Burkhardt. 1-2, catches the corner of the zone for strike 3.
Great pitch there by Keller. Just hitting the outside zone on 2 straight pitches. And, I mean, if you're the hitter, there's not much you can do about that. And just throwing straight heat and hitting the outside of the plate. And the umpires giving it to everybody today, you know.
6th strikeout for Keller Bradley here this afternoon. Don't even remember. It's been a long time since the last time we saw him out there with the length of that 3rd inning. Is up now is Freeband. He takes ball 1.
Yeah. It's been a hot minute until he's been out there.
1-0. They're going to call it a strike.
Yeah, the ump's giving it to us.
One. Bounces for a ball.
50 pitches here for Keller in this 4th inning. Looking to stay right where he's at.
Yeah, solid pitch count here through 3 1/3 for Keller. 2-1. Corner zone for strike.
2-2 count here. I think you just got to keep attacking, keep throwing that fastball.
2-2 from Bradley. It's fought and fouled into the softball field. That game's wrapped up. That was a quick one.
That was a very quick one.
They always seem to play, because our JV teams are always better than others' JV softball games or teams. So those games end pretty quickly over there.
Yeah.
Here's the 2-2, grounded to short. Weber up with it, and an easy throw to first base for out number 2.
Yeah, good pitch there by Keller to able to get the ground out, and good play there by Ryan, just able to make the play and get the throw to first, get the 2nd out of the inning.
Hirsch goes out and has a quick conversation with Bradley as Matt Baker comes up to the plate. Baker was the 2nd strikeout victim of the afternoon for Bradley as he struck out looking on 3 pitches.
Neat nothing game here at the Vic.
First pitch of the at-bat is high. We may have had some more damage out in left field with the signs out there, the advertisements.
Yeah.
Baker swings at strike 1. Nice fastball. As some guys out there doing some repairs. Look, probably picking up Sognus' home run ball
Yeah.
on their trip out there.
Yeah.
Out near New Falls Road, that one. That one's called strike 2.
2-1 count, or 1-2 count. Throw him the heat. Throw him the cheddar. Oh, and there goes the hat. Out in center field.
Evan Hawks.
And
loses
there
his
goes
hat, and
Keller's hat.
Keller Bradley's hat goes flying away. Hawks goes down and chases his in left center field.
Trash flying all over the field.
Yeah, this is what happens when it's windy. You got stuff flying all over the place.
Yeah.
And I'm kicking myself for not bringing a jacket because I'm chilly.
It's crazy to think I was going to change into
Yeah,
shorts.
Cal goes home before he comes to this game. He says, I call him to grab something, and he's like, should I bring shorts? Oh, is that one off the bat of Baker?
Yeah.
Caught him up high and fouled it off. Remains 1-2. And Cal's like, should I wear shorts? I'm like, dude, the wind, I feel like I am in like Antarctica with this wind. It is 40-mile-per-hour gusts. I would not wear shorts. And he did not wear shorts because you would have been
I would be.
You would have been in a ball freezing.
Yeah.
There's a nice curveball, but fought off by Baker.
Yeah. Yeah, you came in clutch there, you know.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank God I did not wear shorts. But here we are.
Yeah, I have shorts in my bag. I put them on for gym, and I did not do that today. And I'm lucky I didn't because I still would have been wearing them.
Good decision.
1-2. Just misses the corner.
You know, little surprised the umpire didn't give that one to us there, you know. Same outside corner.
2-2, swung on and missed for strike 3. Strikeout number 7 today for Pennsbury, or Keller Bradley.
And Pennsbury.
Yeah, he's cruising through 4.
60 pitches through 4 innings.
No runs, no hits. Nobody left. And another 1-2-3 inning for Bradley. As coming out to pitch, it is still Matt Riendeau. Here in the bottom of the 4th, we want to thank our sponsors once again: Chick-fil-A on Oxford Valley Road, Jones Engineering Associates, Jammer Doors, Lower Bucks Hospital, Mandicare Health Services of Yardley, Pennsylvania, My Smile Orthodontist, Newtown Dentistry for Kids, The Retro Fitness, ShopRite of Yardley, and the U.S. Navy. 8-0. Falcons lead here at the Vic. Ben Goldstein alongside Cal Toder here from the Vic, calling 8-0 Pennsbury lead. Mr. Steinmetz behind the computer as Dylan Hirsch leads off the 5th. Or the 4th, excuse me. Good call from Mr. Steinmetz there.
Great call.
Yeah, finished off the 3rd at bat, but caught stealing. This
Smoked.
one's lined into center field. Tracking it down is Rosado, and he will glide there to get it.
Yeah.
Andy Rosado's smooth out there and making a nice grab. Making it kind of nonchalantly nice grab, like a gazelle out
Like
there
a
in center
gazelle.
field. Remember that?
Like a gazelle. Yeah, very nonchalant. But that ball was smoked. Ball was smoked. And nothing you can do about that.
Here's Brendan Zuckerman. He takes strike 1.
Paces.
Zuckerman, yeah, Pacey didn't like that call. Zuckerman got a base hit his last time at bat. Got the first RBI of the 8-run 3rd inning.
He started it all.
Yeah, he sure did start it off. Ended up scoring. One. Oh, hit high in the air. Second base. Pozovac is there. Loses his hat in the process, but gets the put out.
Yeah, he did a good job there to stay with that one. And, you know, even with his hat flying off you, with the wind going, able to make the catch.
Yeah, it's difficult in these kind of winds when the balls hit a mile high to come down with it, but Pozovac was able to. And here's Crane, who had the big 2-run double in his last at bat. Takes ball 1 outside. Yeah, Crane roped that last one down the right field line.
Yeah.
Scored the 2. Takes ball 2.
Yeah, that ball was certainly tattooed.
Inside, and 3 straight pitches, 3 straight balls.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that today from Holy Ghost, and as a team, that is not something you want to
So that ball was called a strike. So
Oh,
I guess it was a very subtle. Or no, it was called a ball. This one was called a strike. So again, tossed up by the scoreboard. There's ball
There
4.
we go.
And Owen Hawks back up to the plate.
Number 7, Owen Hawks.
Flew out to right. Back in the 3rd inning. Not back, really, an inning ago.
Seems like a while ago.
Yeah, it feels like a while ago, but definitely not a while ago. Called strike 1.
There's that outside pitch that's been getting called a strike all day. You know, it's not one you, as a batter, it's not one you want to swing at, but the umpire's calling it a strike. Got to.
0-1 outside, 1-1. To Hawks is swung on and missed.
Looked a little late there. It looked like he was looking for off speed, but got the fastball and not able to hit it.
1-2 to Hawks. Swings and misses. Runner was going, and the throw over to first is in time for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, no hits.
Much better inning.
And a man left on. Yeah, much cleaner inning there for for Riendeau. And Holy Ghost Prep is new pitcher coming on for the Falcons is Quentin Schaefer. So day is done for Keller Bradley. We'll have his line and everything else in a moment as we are on Pennsbury Athletics Network. Back here at the Vic, we're kung fu fighting.
Yeah.
Here at Victor Malatano Field, Falcons up 8-0. The day is done for Keller Bradley as we enter the 5th inning. Bradley, 4 innings, allowed just 1 hit, no runs, walked 1, had 7 Ks, hit 1 batsman, and for being out for a week or so with an issue, shoulder, elbow. Bradley looked in his natural form out there this afternoon against the Firebirds.
Yeah, he looked really good out there today. You know, he just had that first at bat of the game, he hit the guy. I mean, after that, he didn't really look back. You know, 4 great innings from Keller, no runs, only 1 hit, and you know, just great pitching all around from Keller Bradley today.
Yeah, Bradley started his day. He hit Keiser, the first batter, and then allowed a base hit to Rosado to start his day, and then that was it. As first pitch from Quentin Schaefer today is called a strike to Colin Davis. Davis struck out back in the 2nd inning. 0-1 outside.
2 quick fastballs there from Quentin Schaefer, nibbling on the outside part of the plate.
1-1. Wicked curveball.
Had a lot of movement. A lot of movement. I wonder what the spin rate was on that one.
An old-fashioned 12-6. There's the 1-2. Outside. Pennsbury wanted it.
Did not get it.
They might even call it a strike. I don't. It's like a subtle strike call. There's strike 3.
That curveball again, man. That curveball is dirty. I mean, as a hitter, you see it coming out of the pitcher's hand, and it's like it drops so much.
Yeah, that one has a ton. Schaefer's curveball has a ton of movement. Starts at your head and it's dropping at that last moment. Literally nothing you can do about it.
No.
So 1 out here in the 5th inning. First pitch outside to Posovac, who lined out to Crane in the 2nd.
Schaefer's still looking for that outside part of the plate. A little too far outside, but see what he can do here.
That one he finds it for strike 1. Ball and a strike. Here at the Posovac, that one outside.
The dogs are still barking out here.
Yeah, I mean, they gotta be cold. Like,
Yeah.
I know my dog does not like the wind.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about these guys. No one's hit foul back onto the baseball field behind us.
Foul ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Is outside.
Let's see what Schaefer throws here.
Yeah, full count. Here to Posovac, the pitch. Grounded right over the head of Schaefer. Can Weber get there? He can. Spins, fires, and gets the out.
Wow.
What a play by Ryan Weber.
Army commit there with a fantastic play over there at shortstop, able to cover a lot of ground. I was surprised that one got over Schaefer's head. He's a tall kid, and that one bounced up pretty high, and Ryan able to make a great play there, make a spinorama and a great throw over to the first baseman there.
Hussey up to bat. Struck out to Keller Bradley his last time up. Takes ball 1. Yeah, Weber got over at Schaefer's head. Weber read it all the way. Got there behind second base. Hit that spinorama and got the ball to Owen Hawks. A perfect throw. Showing off a little bit in front of the Catholic school kids. Called a strike, 1-1.
Late strike call, but we'll take it.
Some of these strike calls were delayed. That out call at first base, it took a while.
Mm-hmm.
Added to the dramatic factor. There's strike 2.
Dogs are really barking now.
It was a big dog come from the softball field walking around. That one just misses low. Yeah, this dog was not at the Bark at the Park game. He was at the softball game. Coming
Big
around
dog.
behind us. Got him. Strike 3 on the swing.
Another great 12-6 curveball there from Schaefer, able to get him swinging on the nice outside pitch, and another quick, good inning for the Falcons.
1, 2, 3 inning for Schaefer, including 2 strikeouts in the 5th. We're going to the bottom half of the 5th inning here at the Vic. 8-0 Falcons. You are watching the Pennsbury Athletics Network.
Can't even talk around here.
Back to action here in the 5th, as we think 10 runs after 5 innings will end it. So the Falcons get 2. This game is over. As the first pitch there is a strike.
This wind is trying to steal the show.
Yeah, this wind is very mean. Rendu is still out there as Seiler fouls that one. Ooh,
Oh, crap.
almost hit a kid in the head. And it's 0-2 quick to Ben Seiler. Seiler had an RBI single back in the 3rd. That was the ball that was up in the air and kind of just died in the air. Curveball high and outside. Seiler's basically thought he got a piece of it. He's going to get to first. No, foul ball.
I don't know. There was no call from the home plate umpire, and then the other umpire signaled foul ball like pretty late. I don't know. That was a little confusing there. But ultimately, it was a foul ball.
Seiler there, swing and a miss.
That's a good pitch there by Matt Rendu? I don't know.
Kalenko coming in to pinch hit for Pierce Perry, so Perry's day is done. Kalenko takes strike 1. Kalenko was starting for the Falcons earlier this season. Recently moved to a reserve role. And coming in for an at-bat here.
See what you can do here.
Yeah, 8-0 game. Why not? Kalenko fouls it off. Oh, heads up.
Oh, that was close.
And the kid doesn't even know. That kid has no clue that he almost got knocked out by that ball. So 1-2.
At least he did not get hit by that ball. That would have been bad.
1-2 pitch to Kalenko. His time is called just before. Here you go. Wines deals the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Back-to-back strikeouts for Riendu, and Falcons are having a tough time with him. Have struck out 3 straight times to him.
Yeah, he's has a good pitch mix. He's been mixing it up really well. You know, throwing his fastball well, throwing his curveball well, and just being able to get strikeouts and quick outs for the Firebirds.
Michael Sognes coming up. He had that big 3-run home run in his last at-bat back in the 3rd inning, as that one's roped to right center field, but right to Evans for the end of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Falcons. As we play another inning of baseball here, go to the top of the 6th. Falcons up 8-0, and we want to thank their sponsors for their continued support. Chick-fil-A on Oxford Valley Road, Jammer Doors, Jones Engineering Associates, Lower Bucks Hospital, Manor Care Health Services of Yardley, Pennsylvania, My Smile Orthodontist, Newtown Dentistry for Kids, the Retro Fitness ShopRite of Yardley, and the U.S. Navy. Ryan Paolella coming into the game to pitch, and looks like so they're gonna have. All right, so what's the situation? Because Nolan just hit. So it looks like Nolan is now the designated hitter.
Yes.
So here's the change. Kalenko is the designated hitter. Perry stays in the game at right field, and Zuckerman is out of the game.
Yeah. That's what it looks. Yeah.
So I'm assuming, I guess they'll bump Perry up in the line, or Perry may be the designated player.
Yeah, because you can have a designated hitter and a designated fielder.
So Perry's the designated player, and then they have 2 designated hitters. I guess we'll see what happens when
I
Zuckerman comes back up in this comes back up here. But anyway, day is done for Schaefer. He pitched 1 inning, and he had no hits, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts in his inning of work. And Ryan Paolella, he did not make this team last year as a junior. Worked hard, came back as a senior, and is back on this team. It's a pretty good story. We talked to him at the first pitch event back earlier this year, and he was pretty proud of it. So were his teammates of him, his coach as well, for working his way back here and get some time here in an 8-0 game.
Yeah, definitely. He's a great kid, great player, and glad to see him out here pitching. And after not making the team last year,
Matt Evans shoots that one foul for strike 1.
being able for him to come back and make the team this year is great for him, and we'll see what he can do in this inning of work.
Oh, 1 pitch home to Evans from Paolella. It is an off speed that stays high. One is socked to center. Hawks over with the over-the-shoulder catch for out number 1.
Yeah, great running over-the-shoulder catch there by Evan, being able to track that one down with the wind blowing. That's great. Great job of fielding by Evan there.
Lineup has turned back around, and here is Jake Kieser, excuse me. He's had a pretty light day. He's been walked and hit by a pitch in his 2 at-bats. That one is roped to left field, but foul. Watch out. Over near the cars. Long strike number 1.
Two long first strikes to start both at bats.
One stays high. 2-1, or 1-1, excuse me. Yeah, Kieser's last at bat was walked on 4 pitches. The only walk issued by Keller Bradley. That went inside.
That's a good pitch there by Ryan, just not able to get the call.
Yeah, the inside pitches have been tough today against his home plate umpire. He's caught a lot of the outside stuff. That one in and low and gets by Dylan Hirsch. 3 balls and a strike. Yeah, I mean, it's good to get on base. Raises the on-base percentage, but it's tough if your if your line is gonna read 0-0.
Yeah.
If you're Kieser, if you get ball 4 here.
Yeah.
Another long foul. Watch out, Carr.
I don't think it hit one. I didn't hear anything, but headsets also blocking my hearing.
3-2.
See what Ryan throws here to try and get Kieser out.
Line in the center. A lot of ground for Hawks to cover, but he will get there.
Yeah, Hawks did another great job there of covering a lot of ground. 2 straight flyouts caught by Hawks, and just like that, you got 2 outs in 9 pitches.
Yeah, looks like Kieser not 0 for 1 today, unfortunately for him. Here's Eddie Rosado. He's 1 for 2 today with a single back in the first. Was caught stealing in that first inning, trying to get to second. He takes ball 1. Just crossed the hour 45 mark. I guess we're a little bit over. We started a little bit earlier today. Just strike called. Ball and a strike to Rosado. Holy Ghost center fielder. Grounds it to second. Crane over to his left and makes the easy play for out number 3.
Great inning of work there by Ryan, able to get 3 outs on 12 pitches and get the bats back up for the Falcons with an 8-0 lead here. Looking good.
Yeah, no runs, no hits, nobody left. It's a good inning for Ryan Paolella. We'll be back. It's a new pitcher here for Holy Ghost. It's Killian McHugh here in the 6th inning. We'll be back after this.
And we are back in this bottom of the 6th inning. Leading off, we got Evan Hawks here.
Yeah, new pitcher in. It's Killian McHugh for Holy Ghost, as his first pitch is in there for a strike.
Southpaw here for Holy Ghost.
Here in the 6th inning.
Smoked. Watch your heads out there.
Yeah, fouled away. It's a McHugh did a very nice, Riendu did a great job. He struck out 3. Walked just 1 in his 3 1/3 innings. I don't even think he allowed a hit. Yeah, no hits.
Yes.
No runs. So great way to bounce back. That one's grounded to short. Tough play, and he won't get him. Tough play for Keyser at shortstop, and it's going to be Henry Garlett's coming in to hit for Ryan Weber. So they're going to give an error.
Now batting for the Falcons, number 16, Henry Garlett.
To Keyser, and here comes number 16, Garlett. We'll see where he's going to come into the fielding situation here. Also, Tyler Lee on deck. He'll come in to catch.
Yeah, Henry Garlett's a sophomore. He did not play Pennsbury baseball last year, and he made the team this year, made varsity this year.
Yeah, he was at one time. He's a football player. He started as the quarterback for the Falcons. Ended up as a linebacker at the end of the season. He wrestled last year. Great wrestler. Decided I'm going to play baseball this year, which is what he once did and has always done. So made varsity his first season trying out as a sophomore and getting an at-bat here in this non-league game against Holy Ghost. And he takes first ball outside.
Yeah, we'll see what he can do here.
2-0. So Hawks finished his day going 2 for 2. Well, we're also reaching on an error. Weber, as that one's fouled. Weber got into a fielder's choice and was walked in an error, so Weber went 0 for 0.
Yeah.
He
All right.
grounded the fielder's choice, walked, and then hit into an error. So
There you go. There's your 0 for 0 for the day.
doesn't affect the average.
Nope.
Grounded to short. Keiser will make the play at first, just in time to get him. Advances the runner.
Now batting, number 12, Tyler Lee.
Tyler Lee comes up to the plate here. With a runner on second, one out. See what he can do here. Put the ball in play, you know. Do things happen.
Yeah, another sophomore coming in. 0 for 1, Hirsch with 2 fielders' choices. Lee fouls it. He was on it.
Yeah, he was. He was on it.
One's left up high.
Just a tad high.
8-0 your score. Falcons with 8 hits. Have not had a hit since that 3rd inning.
Nope.
Have reached on 3 errors. Pitch to Ty Lee is outside. 2-1.
Hitters count here. He's going to have a green light. See what he can do with it.
One's popped high in the air. Shallow left field. Rosado comes in from all the way from center. He dives and he makes the catch.
Wow.
What a catch by Eddie Rosado coming all the way in from center.
Yeah, that is usually not the center fielder's ball. It's usually the left fielder's ball, but Rosado calling him off and able to make a really, really, really good sliding play there. Covered a lot of ground, and that ball just died out in left field, and just a fantastic play by Rosado to get the second out of the inning.
Trip Pennsbury coming in for Zuckerman to pinch hit. So we're going to have a whole slew of adjustments we're going to have to make with this defense.
Yeah.
If we get there. Falcons really just need 2 runs for this game to be over. Hansberry was on it on that one, but just missed it. He heard a little bit of a tip. He takes swings at strike 1. Will Curtin also on the on-deck circle. He's going to come into pinch hit.
Fellow Pennsbury athletic intern.
Yeah, Zuckerman goes 1 for 2 with a single RBI and a walk. Comes outside to Hansberry. Killian McHugh, the left-hander with the pitch, is swung on and missed. It's 1-2. 2 outs here in the 6th. Pitch is in there for a strike. It bounces off of Freeban, and Hansberry is going to get the first.
Hey, we'll take it.
So it's a strikeout, but Hansberry reaches. So we continue on in the 6th, and it's Will Curtin coming in. Comes in for Crane. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Maybe Freeman may have gotten crossed up on that pitch or something. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, just tough for him to handle there. You know, there was some dirt kicking up, so might have gotten some dirt in his eye. You never know.
I don't even. That is not. So it looks like there was a change at catcher. Because that is not Freeban.
Oh no.
I'm not sure who it is.
13, I think it's Jason Baker. Or is it?
We'll go with that. strike one to Curtin. So, yeah, we'll go with
No, it's not. It's not Jason Baker. Jason Baker's on the bench, so it's
got to be the only other 15. I guess 15.
yeah.
Oh, Curtin takes that one. Hansberry falls. It was a foul ball off the barrel of the end of the bat.
What was that? 12. There was no 12.
There's
on
no
the
12.
team.
It's gotta
so
be-
it's got to be Aiden Farrell.
So it's Aiden Farrell behind the dish. So I don't know how we're just picking that up.
Yeah.
0-2 pitch to Curtin is outside. Hansberry going to second with no throw from presumably Farrell.
Nice slide there. No throw, but you know you always like to slide. You always got to slide into every base, except for first, obviously. But you know, it's better to slide than not.
1-2 outside.
Lefty on lefty here. See what Will can do.
Foul back. "21 pitches here in the inning for McHugh. Here's number 22. Low and away. So Curtin works his way back into a full count. Was down 0-2. Fouled a pitch off, and that was a full count as Hansberry's tying the cleat out at second base.
Yeah, great job here by Will to be able to climb back into this count, and we'll see what he does here. 3-2, 2 outs.
Here's the pitch. Grounds it foul. Staying alive.
Another quab here from the Falcons.
I've never heard quab used.
If you go and
What do you call a quality start? A quality outing from a pitcher?
I don't know, a QS.
Quat?
I don't know.
Pitch. Curtin is swung on and missed for strike three. So Curtin strikes out to end the sixth, and we'll enter the seventh inning. Same defense out there for the Falcons. As I guess you can just make, I guess you can make lineup changes, but the defense can stay the same.
Yeah, I guess so.
Joe Beitler comes into the game to try and end it here in the seventh. You listen to the Pennsbury Athletics Network, brought to you by Chick-fil-A on Oxford Valley Road, Jammer Doors, Jones Engineering Associates, Lower Bucks Hospital, Manor Care Health Services of Yardley, Pennsylvania, My Small Orthodontists, Newtown Dentistry for Kids, Retro Fitness, ShopRite of Yardley, and the U.S. Navy. We'll be right back with the final inning this afternoon here at the Vic. Back here at the Vic, Ryan Parallela goes one inning, striking out two in his 1-2-3 inning. And as we enter the top of the 7th here at the Falcons' Nest. The Joe Beitler, the Falcons' Nest.
The Falcons. That's
The
what I was
Vic.
about to say.
Again, my
Now batting is the visiting team number
Teams mixed up
yeah,
in sports.
my arenas and stadium, my fields mixed up. Beitler takes on Burkcotter, who struck out looking his last time up. That was the at bat where he got hits in the middle of his swing. Beitler's first pitch is fouled back. Strike one. So we counted in the beginning. We had 18 rocks on the papers for the game, but since the game started, we have not had any issues with the papers. That one's flown to the left center field. Hawks is over and gets out number 1.
Yeah, Evan covers a lot of ground out there, man. He is able to cover so much ground, able to make almost every single play out there, and he's made a lot of good plays out there in center field today, and he's looked great out there.
So this is number 10. It's Braden Wilson. So we got both wrong. It was Braden Wilson behind the plate.
Braden Wilson. 10.
And he's now up to bat.
I guess, yeah, that makes sense.
There's 2 balls on him here early. There's one called for a strike.
I don't want to jinx it. I'm not even going to say it. I was going to say, I won't say it.
What, the Holy Ghost is 1 hit?
No, that the wind has died down.
Oh, the wind has died down, and we're at the end of the game, so I really don't think the jinx is going to matter. Oh, here we go. Comes some wind.
Not as bad.
No.
It's improved.
It was bad earlier.
Yeah. I think it was that 3rd inning where it was.
It was whipping.
Yeah.
That's when all the runs were scored. There's ball 4.
It was whipping.
There was damage. There's still damage behind us.
Yeah.
This tarp was never fixed behind us. The backstop was all broken. The outfield wall was torn apart. And here's Matt Baker now up to the plate. He looks at strike 1.
Yeah, so everything got fixed except for
the thing behind us.
Of course.
I guess we're not important.
Yeah. Not as important as the game.
No. 0-1 outside.
Hopefully they'll fix it for next game.
Well, they got a week. I think the next game is the next home game should be Tuesday, I believe.
Yeah.
And it's in there for a strike.
Yeah, this ump certainly loves that outside corner.
Yeah, he's loved it all day. Both sides.
Indeed.
That one just misses his sweet spot.
That looks like that was in the same spot as the last one. Good pitch.
It's fouled back. It remains 2-2. Listen, we're not back here at the Vic until April 28th.
Really? That's a while.
For game 1 of the 3-game series against Truman, so they got like all next week.
Yeah.
Flown out to right. Crane, it's shallow, and he throws the first, but it gets by Owen Hawks.
Yeah, that was a good catch there by Crane. He could have taken a little bit more time to be able to set and throw, but the runner was weirdly very far off of first base on that one.
So here's Farrell. So Aiden Farrell hitting in place of Davis. So I don't know. We don't know who's catching.
No.
Pharrell, the final
knows?
hope here for Holy Ghost. There's a high strike called. Holy Ghost down to their final strike.
Final 2
The
strikes.
final out, excuse me. Now they're down to their final strike.
Bree fired that one.
Yeah. Joe Beitler looking to put the fire out of the Firebirds here at the Vic.
I like that.
0-2 pitch.
There
Called
it is.
strike 3. And the Falcons bust out the fire extinguisher and burn out the Flames, or burn out the Firebirds here at the Vic with a final score of 8-0
Pennsbury Falcons 8, Holy Ghost
Yeah.
4.
as they advance to 7-2 on the year, and Holy Ghost down to 4-5.
That was a fantastic game by your Falcons. Only one hit given up. You know, it all started with Keller Bradley's fantastic pitching. You know, hit a guy in the back and then gave up a hit, but able to, you know, get back to what he's been doing all season and throw well and get 4 shutout innings. And then in that 3rd inning, you had Pennsbury put up 8 runs, and, you know, then the pitching was solid ever since then. And just a great all-around game from your Falcons and a tough game for the Firebirds against, that was 2 good teams and just a tough game for the Firebirds.
Yeah, Firebirds go cold here with just 1 hit at the Vic, and after all the talk of Pennsbury dodging Holy Ghost over the last 5 years, it's the Falcons who come out on top
Yep.
here in the team's first matchup since 2019. We're going to give our player of the game to Michael Sognes, who hit the first home run of the season for Pennsbury. And we're going to give the player, additional player of the game to the Rocks, who held on to my papers for the entire game.
Yeah.
Keller Bradley's final line, he gets the win. 4 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. Falcons won this game, giving up 1 hit. That 1 hit came on the 2nd at-bat of the game. Falcons didn't get a hit after the 3rd inning, but it was pretty much wraps after that. All 8 runs coming in the 3rd inning, where the Falcons exploded. They got the 2-run RBI, or 2-run double from Carlton Crane. Got the 3-run homer from Michael Sognes. And Falcons play one of their best games of the year going into spring break.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Great way to go into spring break, getting an 8-0 win against the reigning state champs.
Yeah.
The Firebirds, who went from fire to ice. And, you know, just a fantastic game for your Falcons. And, you know, after a great win, they get to go home, go to school one more day, and then just like that, off to spring break. Good, nice break for the squad, and a great way to go into it with a 8-0 win against the reigning state champions.
Sure is. Let me get out of the cold. Thank you to all of you guys and gals and folks for coming in, watching.
And dogs.
And all the dogs. Bark at the Park, yeah, we want to thank really quickly here at the Bark at the Park. I mean, there was surely a lot to bark and cheer about today. We want to thank Paul's Abilities for coming in here, along with our honorary captains, Alpha Bravo Canine. They were the honorary captains of the game, and they, of course, had the adoptable dogs, so I hope some dogs were adopted today, and it was a great day for all. We're going to take our sponsors once again: Chick-fil-A on Oxford Valley Road, Jammer Doors, Jones Engineering Associates, Lower Bucks Hospital, Manor Care Health Services of Yardley, Pennsylvania, My Smart Orthodontist, Newtown Dentistry for Kids, Retro Fitness Shop out of Yardley, and the U.S. Navy. Make sure to subscribe to the Pennsbury Athletics channel here on YouTube and follow us on all social medias. From Ben Goldstein, Cal Turner, and Mr. Stymist, Falcons come away victorious at the Vic over the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds 8-0. Have a good rest of your night.
Have a good night. Go Falcons.